What if I told you that almost every myth you've ever heard about size is scientifically false? For decades, men have carried the burden of believing that bigger is always better, that women secretly measure masculinity with inches. But the truth is, science tells a very different story. Urologists and researchers have spent years studying this exact question, and the findings might surprise you. And honestly, they might even set you free. Let's start with the science, not the rumor mill. Across dozens of medical studies and surveys, researchers have measured and documented average penis size. And here's the truth. The average erect length worldwide sits right around 5.1 to 5.5 inches. That's it, not 7, not 8, and certainly not the exaggerated numbers thrown around online. What's more interesting is how this stacks up against what women actually report as desirable. In controlled surveys, women were asked what size they found most satisfying, not what they thought men wanted to hear, but their genuine preferences. And the numbers lined up shockingly close to the global average. In fact, the majority of women reported that a size between 5 and 6 inches was perfectly satisfying for long-term relationships. That means most men already fall within the range women consider ideal. So why do men keep stressing over something that, according to science, is already good enough? The problem lies in the disconnect between what men think women want and what women actually say. Studies consistently show that men overestimate the importance of size, often believing women desire much larger measurements than they actually do. It's a psychological gap that fuels insecurity. Men imagine they're being judged on size, when in reality, women are far more focused on factors like emotional connection, confidence, and how attentive a man is in bed. The myth of bigger is always better is more of a male-created anxiety than a female-driven preference. So, where did this myth even come from? The answer is simple: media, cultural stereotypes, and of course, pornography. Adult films exaggerate size for visual impact, not for realism, creating an unrealistic standard that most men think they're supposed to match. Add in locker room talk, social media jokes, and casual conversations, and suddenly men everywhere are carrying the weight of a false belief. This cultural programming convinces men that size is the only thing that matters, when in reality, the science proves otherwise. Here's the uncomfortable truth. By chasing myths, men actually undermine their confidence. They focus so much on something they can't control that they neglect the things that truly build attraction and intimacy. Research from sexual health experts shows that satisfaction is driven by qualities like communication, presence, foreplay, and overall sexual health. Women care more about how a man makes them feel, how connected he is, and whether he pays attention to their needs than the number on a measuring tape. So what's the payoff of all this science? Freedom. Freedom from the lie that you're inadequate. Freedom from the toxic comparison that drains your confidence. The empowering conclusion is this: you can stop obsessing over inches. Instead, shift your energy toward what actually matters. The qualities that women consistently rank higher than size: confidence, attentiveness, emotional connection, the ability to be present in the moment. These are the real measures of satisfaction, and unlike size, these are fully within your control. So the next time you catch yourself worrying about numbers, remember this: the myth exists to sell you insecurity, but science exists to set you free. Women don't want the exaggerations men imagine. They want connection, confidence, and a man who knows how to show up fully. Stop stressing about what doesn't matter and start building what does. Because in the end, science proves the inches matter far less than the man behind them. And if you found this video eye-opening, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more science-backed men's health insights, and share this with someone who might need a little reality check. Remember, the truth isn't just empowering, it's liberating.